Right, hi everyone, it's Nick Holland here, Sports Car Global. I'm with Jono Coleman. It is the eve of the race and everything is quiet all around apart from the thousand upon thousand of people milling the paddock and up and down the pit lane. We found a quiet corner in the back of the SO24 transporter, and Jono's with us.
Hi everyone.
So Jono, since we last spoke, we've obviously had some on-track running. I think you were flying out last time we spoke. How have Wednesday and Thursday sessions gone?
They've gone in a blink of an eye really. The Wednesday I got a fair share of running out of the other two drivers. Just the way the sessions fell, I ended up I had to do my night laps, which they wanted me to do first, so I did my night laps on the Wednesday night, but there was a drama with the first session I went out and the weather was changeable, so I think it was 4 short runs and had inters twice, slicks twice. It's just one of those sort of funny scenarios with the weather, and then in the night session I went out and had a puncture before I even got to the first chicane. I had to go the full lap with a puncture, and then the ACO marshalling system had stopped working, and so they, when that happens, they make you stop to repair it. So we then lost about an hour and a half in the garage repairing this marshalling system.
Right.
And then I got out at the end for the last 15 minutes, which allowed me to do the number of laps I needed in the night session. And in the morning session, the car was very sort of camber sensitive, and you always felt like you were half a step behind the car and it was driving you rather than the other way around. So we made some changes through that session and into the evening, and it was better just in the evening session. It just with some traffic and just having a few laps, I didn't really string it together. So there was a definite improvement in the car, but we've still got an issue of two issues really. But the sort of first part is the instability in the braking, so the back of the car pops up and is giving us a funny sort of inconsistent balance really. But we're working on that, and we'll be trying some more stuff in the warm-up tomorrow to see how that the changes we make improve it. So
Okay.
Yeah, we should go forward.
Interestingly, an interesting, hopefully, tidbit that we picked up elsewhere with regards to the Os Negri Ligier that had an accident at test day is that the US runners are finding the different tyres to have an impact on them. And I think Oz is finding that the bite that they're getting at the front is leading to what you're suggesting of an unstable rear. I don't know whether that gives the team any help in terms of stiffening the front to rear up or whatever, but very difficult in these changeable conditions.
Yeah, it's funny because I've like everybody that's into them, when you sit and watch the race year on year, in the last few years it's been largely beautiful weather, and then I think this year I brought the British summer with me, so it's been interesting.
I would see this as the perfect excuse and justification to come back again next year.
Okay, if you write the check.
Yeah, right. I'll look into whether I can get someone to run that off for you. Wednesday we had some changeable conditions. Thursday was just apocalyptic in terms of the storm cell that came across the circuit and led to drifting safety cars and all sorts of things. So unsurprisingly, you didn't get any running Thursday night?
No, the plan was, because just the way Wednesday had fallen, Vincent had started the first session and done some laps, and then I'd done a few laps after that. and I think Eric only had 2 laps. And then in the evening session, because the other 2 have raced here before, they wanted me to do the 5 laps in the night first. So just the way that session fell, which we've talked about, it meant that Vincent and Eric didn't drive. So the plan always was to try and balance their driving time up, so they've got some more driving through yesterday. And then just with the way the weather and everything panned out, there was a chance I could have had 1 lap at the end of the first session, but looking at the forecast and how it was at that time, I just thought there's more to lose than gain, really. So
Yeah.
And then with the way the second session panned out with the red flag, Eric, with I think it was something like 30 minutes left or something, he still had his 5 laps to do. So there was no chance for me to get in the car at that point. So that was that.
I think when we spoke yesterday, you said Eric was down on his night laps. Did he actually get out and complete those?
I mean, that's the positive from yesterday. Both Vince and Eric, despite the conditions, got those laps done. So
good.
And without any major drama. So yeah.
Okay, so no waivers around here at least, and everyone's in the race legitimately.
Yeah.
So moving to talk about the race, I'm gonna hazard a guess that Vincent's going to take the start.
We haven't talked about it actually.
Really?
Vincent started wanting to talk to me about it the other day, and I said, look, I don't want to know about it until the day of the race.
Right.
And I just want to, go and get a good night's sleep tonight, and then wake up fresh tomorrow, and then deal with whatever comes my way. So, I just want to wake up with a fresh face and go for it. So.
Good.
And deal with anything.
Right. I think that raises the question: do you want to take the start? I mean, 59 cars plus yourself.
To be honest, it's one of those things that you've got to deal with what comes your way. If they want me to start, I'll start. If they don't, then I guess Vincent will start. So it's I'm sure it'll be a great experience to start the race, but it's a team effort, and I'll do whatever's required. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the deciding factor could actually come down to the weather, I guess. I've heard forecasts that say we'll start wet, and the weather will improve throughout the race.
Yeah, it's it's showing a percentage chance of rain in the afternoon. I'm not sure it's not sort of over 50%, but it's that part of the forecast has remained fairly static for the last sort of 2 days. So
right.
I think there's a good chance that we might see some showers, but the information the French seem to be telling me is that it's not going to be as bad as last night. So
nothing could be as bad as last night.
So yeah, I mean it's the thing we've had, like in the first session, you get pockets of rain at different parts of the track. So and like last night, you sat there on the start-finish line thinking, well, we could be running now, but it's actually chucking it with rain the other side of the track. And
yeah.
It's we'll just whatever the race throws up, you've just got to sit in the car and deal with it in the best way you can. So,
yeah. We were down at Indianapolis Arnage on a bone-dry circuit, watching this big black cloud go across somewhere around Beausejour campsite, Porsche curves, and seeing Audis coming out on full wet, and it was like, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, they did one lap and went straight back in. So and yeah, I guess weather to some extent is going to dictate some race strategy to you.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've because of the way the last couple of days have gone, it's I'm sure we'll sit down all together after the warm up tomorrow and really nail down everything if it's not done tonight. But it's for us, we're the way it's with the driver change late on, and getting Eric bedded down, and the various things that when you change seat, people, you've got seat changes and all the various bits that you don't see. and just with the way the 2 days are panned out, the track time, we've we've got to be realistic. We're not. We just got to have a good tidy race and see what we can pick up through that way. We're not going to win it on pace, so we got to just be try to just play a different card and
softly can work out in changeable conditions.
It's it may be a tortoise in the hair, you never know, but it's
well, everyone at Sports Car Global is enjoying following Jono Coleman's story. We wish you a long and safe race.
Yeah.
Good luck, Jono. Cheers.
Thanks, Nick.